Hey everybody, this is Dave. I'm here with Q. We're going to talk about product management and three specific aspects you should think about, whether it's hardware, software, or a service. So join us as we talk about product management today.
As you know, that's one of my pet peeves. I have 537 pet peeves last time I counted. But anyway, let's think about this, okay? Must we keep adding features to close the gaps on the product, at least the gaps that we think are perceived gaps, right? Well, here's the thing, okay? There's always going to be gaps in your product, be it software, hardware, whatever, service, right? The thing is, customers want things and you may or may have them. So there will be gaps, but what you do with those gaps, right? That's where it matters. So think about this, okay? If you're going to close all the gaps that you possibly can think about, you're going to end up with a very bloated product, okay? And that is very, very common in software. And just before recording, David and I we're talking about my obsession with some products that have so much stuff in there that you never use, and somebody paid for it. So be careful with that. You're going to end up with bloating. Now, you also have to listen to your customers. But when you listen to your customers, is how do you interpret the feedback that matters. If you are in the agile workspace, everybody talks about feedback, right? If you're in Scrum, well, we have to get feedback during the sprint review or whatever other time we're getting feedback. Now, the problem is you have to be careful how you interpret feedback. That's what it matters. So how we interpret feedback? Well, think about this. If the feedback comes from someone that's already using our product, they have wishes, right? But they're already using our product. So you have to consider, are their wishes helping me sell something else to them? Or is increasing the opportunities to retain that customer? Remember, retaining is always cheaper than acquiring a new one. So think about this. Then the second case is, if the feedback comes from someone in the target market that you are in, is that feedback going to help me deepen the feet and penetrate that market so I can widen my appeal to everybody, so more wishes can be met? And the third one is, the feedback is coming from somebody outside of the market. So I would say, get rid of it, discard it, forget about it, unless you are trying to grow into that particular market. So those are three things you have to consider. Now,
it's not easy, right? Because
nobody said it was easy, but those are the things you have to consider, right? It's what you're going to do with the feedback, right? You cannot just say, okay, let's put more features in there. Let's put more features in there. That has a cost, right? And am I getting anything from the money I'm spending putting more stuff in there? So when you think about product driven, right? The product management and the user experience folks are the closest to the customer. Those are the people who are there, in the trenches, right? And then you have to think about this. How many people can I reach with a single solution? One solution that can benefit as many people as possible without trying to put everything in there, because that's product bloating, right? And sometimes you have to say no and say, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do this because it's not cost effective. It's not going to benefit as many people as we would like to. And, just to do that for you, unless you are interested in paying for the development of this, it just doesn't make any financial sense, right? Now, when I said feedback is important, remember this. You always have to be listening to the people who are already your customers and some potential prospects, because markets shift and they shift very quickly. So remember the previous slide about what you're going to do with the three kinds of feedback. And last of not least, use technology if you can, because technology helps you scale your business. That's pretty much a very, very short way of thinking about this. We didn't want to make the video very long, right? But we have a very interesting class about product management. You guys can reach out to Dave or I. We host a class from time to time. And that's just one module in there. That's why there were more PowerPoint slides today. So Dave, back to you.
Yeah, so to recap, right? So 3 things. Features. We want to make sure we deliver the right features. We can do that through feedback, listening, talking to customers, not just thinking what you think the customers want, and then bloating, because I definitely hear you on that. Like, especially if I'm paying money for it, if I don't use 80% of it, what's the point with all these features I'm never going to use? So those are the 3 things, right? So, hey, everybody, thanks a lot for watching. Again, we hope you enjoy this series. Please like and subscribe. What do you all think? Drop something in the comments for us. We read them. We also have people reaching out to us on LinkedIn and the other socials. We're happy to talk to you some more about it. So that's it for this time. And we thank you, and we'll see you again. Bye.